My grandmothers were so strong. Why am I not like they? This is such a beautiful neighborhood. I love taking Desi for a walk around the block. It's so peaceful. I was just thinking the other day, some people are so busy looking for the meaning of life, they forget to live life. It's the little things. That is so cool. Folk art is so on trend this year. That's by Farrah Cooper. Oh, I love it. I love this sheet. Look at, oh, I would love to get these. Oh dear, I dress like that now. What year is this? 1972. Oh, get a load of this guy. What do you think he's thinking? What can I do for world peace? Or can you believe how good looking I am? I bet you can't. Let me turn around for you. Dreams are a dime a dozen. What do you think? Is that true? I think he thinks it's true. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. And I wanted to thank you so much for giving me such a beautiful birthday last week. Well, actually 2 weeks. But your messages and some of your cards and your comments, I can't tell you how much that meant to me. This is the first birthday that I have had around my family in over 12 years. So it was a very emotional week. I swear I almost felt like I couldn't film this week because I was a little over the top, truly, with just taking in how much my life has changed and how grateful I am that everything has gone so much better than I ever dreamed it would. So one day this week, I go to the mailbox and there is a package from my beautiful subscriber friend, Deborah, and I open up the package and here is this portrait of Desi. I don't know if you can see it, but I will show you a close-up of our boy here, our gangsta. And as soon as I opened it and saw it, I started to cry. I started to cry at the kindness of someone that would send me something so beautiful, a portrait of my baby. I cried because I couldn't believe somebody would understand and love a little doggy like Desi, like Deborah, and like so many of you. And I cried just out of the sheer knowledge that somebody out there understood that love that I have for this little pup. That is one of the most precious things I have ever seen, that beautiful portrait of our gangsta Desi. Desi, let me ask you a question. Did you like your portrait? Oh, you don't want to talk about it? Yeah, I know, you're a very modest gangsta. Next month, on the 15th of March, I will have bought my house a year ago. Can you believe it? A year has passed? Well, in that year's time, I have never been on the Ferris campus. But some friends came up from Grand Rapids and we went to the Ferris campus. And in the vestibule of one of the buildings, they were having an open mic night, and my friends were musicians, so they got up and played, and I met some of the students there, and it really was just such a wonderful way to spend my birthday. And then we went and had dinner at my son's restaurant. The next day, my son comes over with my grandchildren, and they went to Dollar Tree with their very own money that they saved up. And my grandson said, you know, Grandma wears makeup every single day, and she might run out, so I'm going to buy her some more. My little Wyatt bought me a very red lipstick called Victory from LA Colors, and I love it. I've been wearing it ever since he gave it to me. Today, we are going to do favorites. I decided, you know, it's been a while. We've been tackling kind of a lot of heavy subjects, and you seem to really like it when I do favorites, so I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today. And I've got favorites from the thrift store that I went to. I went to a couple of them this week. And then I have favorites that were things that enriched my life so much this last year, and favorites from January. So it's just a whole bunch of fun stuff. And then I need your opinion on a fence for my backyard. So this video is kind of just, we're just driving the car and it's going everywhere, but I think we're gonna have fun. Buckle up, here we go. My grandmothers were strong. They followed plows and bent to toil. They moved through fields sowing seed. They touched earth and grain grew. They were full of sturdiness and singing. My grandmothers were strong. Start out today with a little bit of skincare and hair care, and I have been talking about the Better Not Younger hairspray. This is the best hairspray I have ever used. It's a volumizing hairspray, and it leaves your hair like you have nothing in it at all. I don't know about you, but when I use like a regular hairspray from the drugstore, it has so much alcohol and it dries out my hair and it gives me totally old lady hair. The only problem with this fantastic hairspray is that I believe it's 10 ounces and it's $34. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, $34 for a can of hairspray is a little steep for a lot of us. So I did find a dupe. It's not as good, but it's close. It is the John Frieda volumizing hairspray. And this is good, but this will dry out my hair. But it does have that volumizing effect. And this is a bigger size, and this is $14. In fact, I think I got this on sale for $11. But this, if I had not tried this, I would have thought I would have died and gone to heaven trying this, because it volumizes and it keeps your hair in place, and yet it doesn't, you know, turn it brittle and weird, you know. It gives it a nice look. Let me see, just shake it up. You can spray it and you won't pay a price for it. This is the best. This is second best. And it's only $14. Hey, Squirrely. What are you doing? What do you got? Why are you teasing Desi today? Why do you do that? What did he ever do to you? What do you got in your mouth? I have never been a big fan of facial creams because they just never seem to quite do everything I need them to do. Now, I was using a very inexpensive, cheap cream from Italy that I loved because it was very lightweight, but they stopped making it. And this became an underground hit, so I went ahead and I tried this. This is a turmeric cream, and this has niacinamide. It has vitamin C in it. It has peony extract and, of course, turmeric. And so I decided to give this cream a try. And I know a lot of you out there, at least 200 of you out there, are also using this turmeric night cream. I want to know so much, what do you think of it? Because I love it. What has been happening is at night when I put this cream on, my skin just like absorbs it so quickly. And I think, well, I don't think that's doing anything. I can't even tell I put a cream on. Well, then I wake up in the morning and my skin is oily. And it's like I'm a teenager again. And it's like, are you kidding me? This is fantastic. I have begun to have quite dry skin, but because of this, I'm absolutely thrilled. The price is right. I believe I paid $15 for this. And I got it on sale. I got 2 for 1. I mean, it's just fantastic. I'll link it below. But my question to you is, are you seeing the same results I am? And the results that I'm seeing is a more even tone, a brighter tone, and I suppose that's from the turmeric. I don't take any stock that there's vitamin C in this because I don't think it could be stable enough for it to do any good for us. But I do see the brightening. And I do feel the hydration in the morning. And the other thing, I know a lot of you are using this serum that is a favorite of mine. It's by Eva Naturals. It's the collagen serum, the peptide serum. And these two together are helping me with firmness. Well, at 69 years old, you know, if you start to notice a little bit more firmness in your face, you are ecstatic, because I can't ever cut my face and I can't get fillers. I just can't, I can't risk them, you know, hitting an artery that might render me blind, or, you know, whatever some of those risks are. I can't do that. So anything I can do topically with a serum or a cream, I am just over the moon. So would you just let me know if you are using this or this serum, or if you're using them together? I want to know so badly. Are you noticing any more added firmness to your face? At first I thought it was weight gain, but then I lost the weight and I still had this kind of firmness in my cheeks. So I'm loving this. Very bluesy coffee shop, and I got to take you with me when I go in there. So I'm sitting there and I'm having my coffee and I'm reading my book, and here's this woman who I think, you know, she's right around my age, I'm guessing. Later I would find out that she's 10 years older than me. Anyway, so she walks in and she has these black pants on, kind of like jeggings, like jeans, only leggings. I don't know, but they're gorgeous. They're just black ankle boots. And on top, she has this beautiful velvet tunic, and it's floral. And then she has a turquoise necklace. And then she has her hair, which I think was quite long, only she has a bun on the top of her head and a red lip. And her hair was mostly gray. So there she was, and she was sketching the people in the coffee shop. And there I am writing poems about the people in the coffee shop. But I just didn't dare go over and introduce myself and ask her what she was doing. I don't know why. But anyway, I get home and I do a search of velvet tunics, and I came up with this one from Dillard's, and I've been linking it for probably the last, I think, 3 weeks. And these are so beautiful, and these are on sale. These are $80 tunics. See that, this floral? So pretty. These are like $80 tunics, and they're on sale right now for $47. This tunic is so pretty, and it does kind of give you that sort of Stevie Nicks, Joni Mitchell kind of vibe. The velvet is not heavy. It does not weigh you down. You can breathe in it. I wore it all day for my birthday celebration with my family. There's just something about that velvet rock and roll, I'm an artist type vibe of velvet right now that I have here goes. I've become obsessed with it. And I'm finding all kinds of beautiful things by Calissa or John Mark at Dillard's, all kinds of these beautiful tops that I will be able to wear the next couple months, and then I'll be able to wear them in the fall too. If you have followed me a long time, you know that I love to take a person's quote, their best quote that means something to me, and I type it up, I print it out, and then I put it in a frame. Well, what I did in January is I had 2 friends that had birthdays in January. So what I did is I thought long and hard of what was one of my very favorite things they ever said, and it was so easy to come up with, something that I put in a frame. And I took a picture that we had taken together in the past year. So I printed that out along with the favorite quote, and then I put them both in a frame and gave it to them for a birthday present. And you would have thought I gave them a brand new Corvette. It was so touching. Tears and tears and tears, and these are not crying friends. So I wanted to make sure that I pass this on because I think it's just the sweetest, most thoughtful, loving gift that you can give. No, it's not going to cost you a lot of money, especially if you go to the thrift store and pick out a beautiful frame. But that's not the point. It is so rich and meaningful that, anything that makes them cry on their birthday is a winner. My grandmothers are full of memories, smelling of soap and onions and wet clay. With veins rolling roughly over quick hands, they have many clean words to say. My grandmothers were so strong. Why am I not like they? My grandmother was wise. She was a poet. She was a dreamer. And she was an alcoholic. And she was sad and she was lost. Why can't I be like my grandmother? In many ways I am. But I've never been lost. No matter how hard life got, I never felt lost. I wish I could go back in time and put my arms around my grandmother, read a few of her poems, and ask her why she was so sad. We all have been through a lot these last few years, and the world seems like it can be such a harsh place. And I think one of the reasons that folk art has seen such a resurgence in popularity is I think it brings out the best in us. And it's very early Americana, so it brings us back to maybe a simpler time when we were younger. And there's something about when I saw this particular piece of folk art at the thrift store, it sort of all made sense to me. That there was a simplicity and an easiness to it. Here's a man, here's a cow, here's some green grass. And it was simple and it was beautiful and there was great order to it. So I felt very peaceful looking at it. And you can kind of see why it's so popular right now. And some furniture designers are actually taking that folk art vibe and creating furniture that has those beautiful simplistic lines. I only bought one of the pieces of folk art and I could just kick myself when I went back and I saw the footage and I thought, why didn't I buy both pieces by this artist? They're so well done and the pieces are so well crafted. But at least I've got one more for my folk art collection. If I'm battling some depression or maybe I'm having a bad week, things aren't going my way, and I look over and look at the cats in the boat, it makes me laugh. Maybe, the pig with the pearls on and the lipstick and the little hat, that makes me laugh out loud. And it reminds me to don't overthink things. Don't take things so seriously. The privacy fence will add so much to the backyard. I just have to pick out the style. I hate to ask, but I'm going to need your help this year. I need you to help me pick out a gown for my son's wedding in August. I want it to be really special. And I'm really working and getting in shape and losing weight. So hopefully by June, I'll have some measurements that can be firm, no pun intended, and it will go from there and we can pick out just the right dress. The other thing I need your help with is picking out a very elegant, classy, lovely privacy fence for my backyard. It's got to be right around 6 feet tall. I don't know the color. I don't know the texture. I know that the contractors are going to put in the fence and a patio, so it's a kind of a double whammy, but I think it'll be worth it. And it will be nice to have more privacy back there. And I don't really want to see my neighbor's backyard. I love my neighbors. I just don't want to see their backyard. I don't want to see their trash cans. I don't want to see, well, you know what I'm talking about. I want to show you some pictures of some fences that I have taken a fancy to, and I want to see what you think. So let me know in the comments if you see one fence type that you think will go with my backyard and will be nice. Yeah. Get a chance down below, let me know how you're doing, and maybe let me know if you like one of the fences I showed. We'll get it right. We'll figure it out, won't we? Please have yourself a happy, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, please come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, we love you. See you soon. It's a deal. What is that? Looks like a cinnamon bun. What are you doing? Me!